Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro. We literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells? Really and truly, Somalis are Arabs, bro. Think about it, bro. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. Bro, tell me I'm not lying, bro.
Somalis are not black. There's a difference between African and black.
If you really believe that, then baby, you're gonna have a hard time in this world. Good luck.
Somalian is Arab, don't worry.
No,
Don't be offended.
Arabic.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Yeah, they say Allahu Akbar and stuff.
Come on, bro.
Really?
The Quran doesn't count. Like,
Yeah, they do. They speak Arabic.
Nah, bro,
I know Arabic.
No, they don't, bro.
They speak Arabic. He's
they don't.
coping.
Salam alaikum.
He doesn't want to be in the same boat.
Hell nah. No. But Somalis, they don't. I don't know what's their official language. Keep going.
I'm the captain now.
Let's talk about why Somalis say, oh no, we're not black. As a Somali who does claim her blackness, I want to explain this with love. Because that statement comes from history, survival, and sometimes pain. First, Somalia isn't a part of the Western world. In Somalia, a deeply homogenous community, there's no reason to say you're black. Everyone looks like you. For example, like Nigeria, people identify by tribe or nation, not race. Race, as a qualifier especially, only becomes relevant to most Africans when they leave their country and step into a world that sees them through that lens. During colonization, Europeans didn't just divide our land, they divided our identities. Somalis were mistakenly told, ooh, you look different, you're closer to Arab, you're better. Those lies that were told by whiteness seeded the anti-blackness that still lingers today. And because Somalia was not colonized in the exact same way as other African countries, many Somalis grew up thinking that blackness was synonymous with oppression, something to escape, not embrace. But Western propaganda is global, honey. So in the same way that they show African Americans or all Americans in general that Africans are barbaric and starving, they show African Americans to the rest of the world as lazy thugs who are not to be trusted, violent. Many Somalis arrive here as refugees and want to rebuild their lives and think, if I distance myself from this label, maybe I'll be safe. There's still no excuse. My own mother, who struggles with anti-blackness and hates my dark skin, would always tell me, don't be a yo-yo, don't be a yo-yo. It's pure ignorance, but it stems from fear and lies. Here's the truth. African Americans are the moral backbone of this country. Every right, every protection, every piece of good experience that you are having in America was built through their blood, sweat, and tears. Their resistance, their strategic organizing, their sacrifice, it's the only reason why we have a foothold here today. And as much as Somalis want to say, oh, why do you care about black issues? It's because I'm in gratitude and they deserve reverence and solidarity, not distance and disdain.
Somali man, I am not black because I fear Allah and I'm a Muslim.
Somalis are black. They are both African and black.
For the love of God, are Somalians black? You find some Somalis that say they are and some are saying they're not.
Alright, are Somalis black? Let's answer that real quick. Firstly, what is black? It's not tribe. It's a racial category that came from colonism, right? To group people with a darker complexion. Shit like that, right? Whether you're from Caribbean, West Africa, or in America. Shit like that, right? So with that in mind, Somalis, you're black through job applications, through census. So the next time you're getting a job application, go ahead and select that black, because there's not a check mark for Somali or your clan. Racial category is a thing in the West. Shit like that. That's fine. All right, so what is the Somali identity then, right? Somali identity is experienced through the language, through the culture, right? Yeah, home all the way, Horn of Africa, right? And deep down, the Somali identity is more clan than race. That's the reality. All right, here's what I think. I think Somalis are Somalis, right? In the sense of identity, culture, language, shit like that, right? You go to the West, and now you're giving a racial label. Go ahead and take it, embrace it, enjoy it, and add value to that experience of that label, right? Chill like that. Because the reality is, if most people had that option to select Somali or whatever the other, option, we probably wouldn't have this conversation. Let's be honest, right? So the term black is low-key imposed and embraced at the same time because of this. So, embrace it, enjoy it, and add value to that experience of this label, right? This additional layer of label. That's how I see it. Chill like that.
I know most of us have actually seen this conversation online and it is really trending. Are Somalis black? Are Somalis Arab? Or is this an entire debate that is being misunderstood? Because if you've seen all of this on social media, you've probably seen viral clips of some Somali voices saying that we are not black, we are Somalis, we are Arabs. And now the backlash is intense. Especially from the black community, because some of them are saying, wait a minute, when it comes to rejecting black identity, some people say they are not black. But when political solidarity or immigration issue comes up, suddenly black solidarity matters. And that is the controversy. So this conversation is way more complicated than social media makes it look. So today we are going to break this down, the facts, the history, and why identity debate is getting so heated.
Are Somalis considered black? I'm sorry to be the one that sparks this debate, but it has to be done. I used to be of the opinion back in the day that, of course we're black. Somalis, look at our skin tone. But as the years went on, my opinion started to change. If you're asking, are Somali's skin tone black? Then of course, yes, our skin tone is. But then I realized as the years went on, it's nothing to do with skin tone, because even people who are considered black come in different shades of black. I started to realize that when people ask whether Somalis are black, it's a reference to, are Somalis the same as other fellow African countries such as Nigeria, Ghana, and the countries within West Africa. And then I thought, no, we're not the same as those people. Yes, we're all from Africa, but a Moroccan isn't the same as a Nigerian, and a Nigerian isn't the same as a Somali. A Moroccan isn't considered black, a Nigerian is considered black, and a Somali, for some reason, it sparks a big debate. You got Somalis who say, we're not black, we didn't go through a slave trade. I don't think going through a slave trade is what makes you considered black first. And at the same time, why are we listening to Western societies who categorize people based on their skin tones? This is a white man, this is a black man, this is whatever, this is an Arab. So my question is, because I still don't have a definitive answer, can Somalis consider themselves black? I mean, don't shoot the messenger.
I'm not black. Stop calling us black, fam. Do we fucking look black? Do I look black to you, like, bro? I'm not black, fam. Man, Somali, bro. You get me, blood? We're not no fucking black people, bro.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro. We literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells? Really and truly, Somalis are Arabs, bro. Think about it, bro. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. Bro, tell me I'm not lying, bro.
Black is just a social construct. Do not insult me or my ancestors by calling me black, okay? When the first European came to Somalia, they called us Caucasian, dark Caucasians. My hair is different, nose different, facial structure different, even voice tonality and voice frequency.
Well, Somalian is Arab, don't worry.
No,
don't
Somalis
be
don't speak
offended.
Arabic.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Yeah, they say Allahu Akbar and stuff.
Come on, bro. Really? The Quran doesn't count. Like,
yeah, they do. They speak Arabic.
Nah,
I know Arabic.
They speak Arabic. He's coping.
Salam alaikum.
He doesn't want to be in the same boat.
Hell nah. No. But Somalis, they don't. I don't know what's their official language. Keep going.
I'm the captain now.
So first of all, Somali are an ethnic group native and are, so first of all, Somali is an ethnic group native to the Horn of Africa. That means Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, and parts of Kenya. So geographically, that part isn't geographically, yes, Somalia is in Africa, and that part is not controversial at all. But here is where the debate starts. When Americans say black, they are usually talking about race. But in many other parts of the world, people identify first by ethnicity and tribe, nationality, religion, or language, not American racial categories. A Somali person may say, I am Somali first. That doesn't automatically mean anti-black sentiment. Sometimes it means I don't identify using Western racial labels. But sometimes, online rhetoric goes further, which is where controversy begins. Now, let's talk about the Arab part. Why Somalis say they are Arabs? A few reasons. Number one, Somali is a part of Arab League. Number two, centuries of trade across the Red Sea connected Somalia with Arabia. Number three, Islam is central to Somalia society and to Somali society, and Islamic history is deeply tied to the Arab world. So culturally, these are connections. And ethnically, that's where experts make distinction. Being Muslim doesn't automatically make someone Arab. Being in the Arab League doesn't automatically make an ethnicity Arab. And Somalia's indigenous population is Somali, not ethnically Arab, as a blanket definition. Now, Somali families may have Arab ancestry, that is possible, but saying all Somalis are Arabs, that's where the argument gets challenged. So Somali being that their origin is Africa, and they have said that they are Somali Arabs, it means they also reject being African, the Africanism, and they have faced backlash from it, and some African online push back too. Why? Because from their perspective, Somalia is in Africa and Somalis are African. So when they hear rhetoric rejecting African identity, they see it as confusing and even insulting. Again, that doesn't mean every Somali thinks that way, but online debate creates that perception, and perception fuels conflict. And well, we also need to understand what blackness means, because this is where America complicates everything, because black in the US is both racial and political. It is history, slavery, civil rights, shared struggle, identity, community. But outside of US, race categories work differently. Someone can be visibly black in America but identify differently in their home country, and that is not unique to Somalis. It happens with North Africans, the Caribbeans, the Latinos, the mixed communities, immigrants generally. And American race language doesn't always translate globally, and that's a huge reason this debate keeps exploding. So the real controversy isn't biology, it is identity, solidarity, politics, and frankly, it's internet tribalism. People want green boxes, black or not, African or Arab, us or them. Real identity doesn't always work like that, but online complexity doesn't go viral, conflicts does. So now, you guys, from the little explanation that I've given, being Arab, African, and the blackness, what do you guys think? I would love to hear from you in the comments section. Are Somalis black? Are they African first? Is Somali in its own separate identity outside America's labels, or is it an entire conversation that is being twisted by social media outrage? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and kindly remember to keep it respectful, because the debate clearly isn't going away. If you enjoyed this breakdown, kindly hit the subscribe button and join our family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.